Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I don't really even need these, so I feel like it's a bit of a misrepresentation, but yesterday marked 4 weeks post-op with bilateral carpal tunnel surgery. I am doing well. Last week honestly was hard. So last week was my first week back at work, and I feel like the transition was I think it was just like building stamina back up in my hands and just expectations. I had 3 weeks off of work for Christmas break, and I'm a teacher, came back. I knew I wasn't gonna like lift or do, I was avoiding the big things, but even just like I was telling people, you can't quantify how much you're using your hands. And so I was trying to not do the big things, and still at the end of the day, my hands were really tired. So that first day back, Monday, was a teacher work day, and I was okay. And then Tuesday was our first day back with students. And by the end of the day, like I was in a lot of pain. So actually last week was the most pain I've had the whole time. Which was just the way I chose to reintegrate my life back to work. Not everyone has to do that. So it was funny because Tuesday I got home and I was like done, and I was like icing. Maybe it was like 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, we had a pep rally at school, and then we went to a basketball game, like our school basketball game afterwards, and I was hurting by the time that pep rally, so like 2-3 o'clock, and so I was icing. And then Thursday, my hands started telling me they needed ice around lunchtime, and then Friday, it was like 8:30 in the morning, and I was like, So, I think it was just like clear that my body really needed the weekend. And so that Friday night I went home and I just iced and elevated. And it was funny because we host our small group on Friday night. So I was just like posted up in bed with my pillows, elevated, icing, just like at the beginning, which, I mean, honestly, as far as like doing it for the same reasons that you do it post-op, I do have like a little bit of swelling, and I could use heat. I was doing a little bit of ibuprofen and Tylenol, but I find it to be helpful, even just like distracting. And the pain was like dull aching, and then also shooting pain, so down my fingers and up my arms, which it's just funny because when people would ask me if the pain was getting better, the truth was I didn't really have pain before surgery, and so I didn't have sensation and I didn't have function, which were huge problems. And so the pain was new, but I understand that it is a path towards getting my hands where I need them to be. So I was like, for the weekend, I really need to just sit and rest, like mandatory rest. And we had a little activity to go to on Saturday. And so I was nervous about that, but actually it wasn't really like hand intensive. And that's the thing that's just interesting, is like, if you were like, oh, I'm not feeling good, I need to rest. Like during that first week at school, I was sitting at my desk and doing like some lesson planning and like curriculum stuff. And so I'm looking through textbooks and I'm having to like turn pages, and it fried my hands. And just like that movement and just like the little bit of weight of a textbook, flipping back and forth. So it's a weird one, people see you out and about, and I can like drive my car and like, oh, you look great, you're fine. And then like, I can't get a banana off of a bunch by myself easily. So that was Saturday. Sunday, rested some more. And then Monday I went to make my bed, which I haven't been doing. I make my bed every day, and then after surgery I realized I couldn't pull up my covers. So like, you know, if like you've watched the other videos, that was like one of the things that I realized, like pulling up like jeans or something, or like pulling up covers, you have like really heavy down comforters, I couldn't really do. And so I haven't been making the bed, and I just thought, let me try. And so I tried to pull up the covers and had no problem. And so I made the bed, which was like a big milestone. And then we were headed to school, and I wanted to grab a banana, and I got my own banana off the bunch. So again, it's just like hilarious, these benchmarks that actually show progress. Whereas like I could do kind of flashier things like drive or pick up a kid or, okay, I don't know what I was saying. I just had a student walk in, but improving. And so I have been, again, like I didn't get a lot of feedback from my doctor post-op, but I've been doing just like some like massaging at the incision. And honestly, one of my favorite things to do, which is kind of funny, which I guess kind of only applies if you had, not only if you had bilateral, but since both my hands are tender, and it's kind of like that muscle soreness that kind of feels good to massage, like hurts, but in a like a good way. So I'll take like the heel of my hand and go like this, or like rub the other one. So like it kind of massages both at the same time, and rubbing different parts, but like the meaty part of my hand here is kind of sore, and kind of rubbing down each side of the incision, I can kind of feel a little bit of inflammation and swelling. And I'm sure like what's trying to build up is scar tissue. So they say like the manipulation is good, but it was funny because it popped up on my Facebook throwback, whatever, memories. 12 years ago, I had foot surgery, and that reminded me of the beginning of my husband rubbing my feet. And so we have graduated to him massaging my hands at night. So I'll just do a bunch of lotion, which is helping too, because my hands have just been dry. I mean, hello, it's winter anyways, but also just like the healing and the incision. Since surgery, I tried to avoid any adhesive on my hands. I'll do a video actually showing you how I've been wrapping my hands this whole time. At this point, it's not in any way required by my doctor. My incisions are closed, but just like a little protection, a little, I mean, honestly, it's cold too, so like it just feels better. And then also I'll show you, I told you about the little patches I'm using on my incision, which just help them. Like, I just feel like it's significantly reducing my scarring and itchiness. I feel like it's really helping it heal better instead of being like dry and elevated and all of that. So I am trying to figure out how I will continue to integrate things. Things are still hard, like holding like a heavy pot or stuff like that. I'm not doing anything really with weights, but I am getting that functionality back. It was funny, I've realized one of the harder things to do is like hold up like numbers, or I was playing rock, paper, scissors with a student today, and like trying to like do this, I still feel like a little bit of soreness, or like three really like uses that sore part of my hand here. So working on it. I'm gonna continue to try and find a balance between taking care of them, but also increasing my stamina and functionality. I also got like a couple hand strength things. Again, like I didn't have a lot of guidance, so just trying to make sure that I heal as well as possible. So I have this low-key goal. Some of my friends play volleyball on Mondays, and it's my favorite thing to do. I'm coaching volleyball, which will start again in a month or so, 2 months. And so I need to get back to it, but I was like, I shouldn't set, and I definitely shouldn't serve. Maybe I could just like pass it. I don't know. I was thinking about that today. Maybe next week I could try. We'll see how like the individual finger strength is, but from what I've read too is that doing like the scar manipulation to make sure that there's no like adhesions from scar tissue is really important. But aside from that and not lifting heavy weights, the concern is not really re-injury or damaging the progress made from surgery. So within reason, it's kind of up to how I feel. So we'll see what new things I can do maybe in a week or so. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, I plan to do that wrapping video. I really like found my sweet spot with an easy way to wrap. And at this point, like I think Saturday, Sunday, I didn't wrap them, but I did yesterday and today. But oh, the other thing that I was thinking about was this milestone I achieved. I realized that yesterday, Monday, and Sunday, they were the first days that I didn't ice at all, which again, ice is like, I really like to ice. If like with any discomfort, I have like chronic headaches and stuff. So it hasn't been like I've had to ice, the doctor told me to, or anything like that. But when I would feel discomfort, I liked to do that. But it didn't even cross my mind Sunday or Monday. So that's a big deal, especially Monday after a full day of work. So I feel like I've really turned a corner. So we'll see. The process continues. Let me know how I can help. All right, bye.